Very good morning, dear children. Dear children, we are starting with the chapter number 7 of geography, our country, India. So, children, you know that India has vast geographical, expansion in the north. So, it is beyond by the lofty Himalayas, the Arabian Seas in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south. They are washing the Indian peninsula. Fine. Now, what is a peninsula? It's a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides. Fine. So, you can see this figure. You can check out that the southern part of India, it has three sides water. At one side it is having Bay of Bengal, the other side it is having Arabian Sea, and down you can see the Indian Ocean. So this is what is peninsula. So the southern part of India is a peninsula. And in the north, what you can see, check out in the north. In the north you can see the Himalayas. Fine. Now, children, India, the area of India, you might have read in class 4 also. So, it was 3.28 million square kilometers. Fine, the area of India. Then, the north south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if you talk about it, is 3200 kilometers. And if you talk about the east to west extent from Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch, it is 2900 kilometers. Now the mountains are there, Great Indian Desert, the Northern Peninsula, the uneven plateaus, the coasts, the islands, they all make a diversity of landforms in India. So here we have a great variety of climate, vegetation, wildlife, languages, cultures, and in this diversity, still we find unity. So why? What do we call India? Unity in diversity. Fine. So you can see the traditions. They all bind us as one nation. Children, India has a population of more than 120 crores till 2011 if you talk about. Fine. So it is the second most populous country of the world after China. So China is the first, and in the population, India comes the second one. Fine. Locational settings, if you talk about the location of India, yeah, see, India is in the northern hemisphere. So you know the hemisphere, the northern part is the northern hemisphere. So India is in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, 23 degree 30 north, it passes through halfway through the country. Fine, if you will see this figure, you can see that the Tropic of Cancer is passing through the country. Fine. From the south to north, the mainland of India, it extends between 8 degree 4 north and 36 degree 6 north latitudes. If you talk about west to east longitudes, so it will be the from 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east longitudes. So this you have to learn, children, the latitudes and the longitudes. So here you can see the latitudes and the longitudes of your country. Fine. Now if you are dividing the world, if we divide the world into eastern and western hemisphere, so where you will find India, that you have to check out now. Due to the great longitudinal extent of about 29 degree, now there could be wide differences in the local time of the places located at two extreme points in India. So the timings can be different. So as such, the difference between these 2 points will be about 2 hours. So the time can vary because the latitudes, the longitudes, the time can vary uh, with 2 hours. Fine. Now you know the local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of longitude. So if you just talk about the sun rises about 2 hours early in the east, that is in the Arunachal Pradesh, then west, that is Gujarat. So you will be, see, you have already read this earlier, that why the local time of longitude, which is 82 degree 30, has been taken as Indian Standard Time. So we take the time at 82 degree 30 east as a Indian Standard Time, and this meridian, this longitude, children, is known as the standard meridian of India. So if you talk about India's neighbors, fine. So the 7 countries, they are sharing the land boundaries with India. So just go through here and check out. This is Afghanistan, Pakistan, Tibet, Nepal, China, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar. So land boundaries, fine. And many countries, even they are sharing the water boundaries with us. India and Sri Lanka, fine. So those are the island neighbors. Our island neighbors are Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Palk Strait. Fine. So this was all about in today's topic, children. Okay, let's continue. See, now the political and the administration divisions. So political divisions, it's a vast country. So for administrative purpose, the country is divided into different states and different union territories. So that's your homework. You will find out how many states, how many union territories. Telangana was made a state on 2nd June 2014, and recently also there is a change in the political division, so you will check out and let me know. And it was previously, Telangana was a part of Andhra Pradesh. Delhi is the national capital. The states have been formed mainly on the basis of the languages. Fine. So then comes the physical divisions. This also you have done in class 4, children. So diversity of physical features. There can be mountains, plateaus, plain, coast, islands. Fine. Now, if you talk about the north, there you have lofty snow-capped Himalayas, Him plus Alya, the abode of snow. The Himalayan mountains, they are also divided into 3 parallel ranges. The Great Himalayas, that is the northernmost, the upper part, that is the Himadri. Then comes the world's highest peak. They are located in the Great Himalayas in the Himadri. Then comes the middle ones, fine, which are just below the Greater Himalayas in the south of the Greater Himalayas. Those are the middle. That's the Himachal. All the popular hill stations, they are situated in Himachal. Then comes the southernmost range, that is the Shivalik. Now the northern Indian plains, they are to the south of Himalayas, and they all are level and flat. Alluvial soil deposits are found there. That those are laid down by the river Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. These river plains, they had a fertile land, and it's very good for cultivation. That's the reason why a lot of people, lot of population is settled in these plains. Then come the Great Indian Desert, very dry western parts of India, very dry sandy stretch, very little vegetation. Then to the south, if you talk about the south of the northern plains, there is a peninsular plateau area, plateaus. ठीक है, there it is triangular in shape, the relief is highly uneven, somewhere high, somewhere low. The region has a numerous hill ranges, valleys. Aravalli Hills, one of the oldest ranges of the world, border this area on the northwest side. You can see here in the above, sorry, here you can see. Then children, then after that, The Vindhyas, the Satpuras, they are also important rivers. Narmada, Tapi, west flowing rivers, they all drain out in the Arabian Sea. The Western Ghats, the Shadris, they are making the plateaus, border in the plateaus at the west side. Western Ghats in the west side, Eastern Ghats in the eastern side. Western Ghats are almost continuous and Eastern Ghats are broken and uneven. The plateau is high and rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. Then you will see the coastal plains here, the coast area. So the coastal plains, fine. Uh, West of Western Ghats and east of Eastern Ghats, there you will find the coastal plains, fine. The western coastal plains, they are very narrow. The eastern coastal plains are much broader comparatively to uh, western coastal plains. Then there are a lot of rivers flowing towards the east. Mahanadi, Godavari, Kaveri, they are all draining into Bay of Bengal. These rivers are also making fertile deltas at their mouth. So the Sundarban Delta is formed by the Ganga Brahmaputra when they flow into Bay of Bengal, children. Group of islands are also there. Fine. So we have Lakshadweep Island, which is in the Arabian Sea. Fine. The Coral Islands, that is off the coast of Kerala. The Andaman and Nicobar lie in the southern east of Indian mainland in the Bay of Bengal. Fine. So you just find out where tsunami came in 2005, where it struck, and what is tsunami? It's a huge sea wave generated due to the earthquake in the sea floor. So this was all about today's topic, children. Thank you and have a nice day.